What is up? What is up? How you
What's up,
doing,
everyone?
Omar?
Doing good, brother. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm always
Good.
I never look forward to a Tuesday, but now I do, man.
Damn right. Tuesday's the
Now I
best
do.
night of the
Now I
week.
do. Shout out to our boy over here. There he is.
Jay, always thinking
Jay,
about you, brother. Can't wait for
that's
you to
right.
get back. We
Love
love
you,
you, man.
man. Can't wait to see you and have you back.
Yep.
Let's say what's up to our people here real quick. We've got Benny in the house. Let's go, people. Let's do this. Let's talk
Benny three
toys.
times.
That's right. James Samudio, Jesse
Yeah.
Marshall. We got we got Mike in the house, Mike Caspar, and your man, loving that figure. Loving that figure, man.
Mike.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Dave Orkin in the house. We got Charlie Squared. We got
Charlie.
Chad.
Dave.
We
Chad.
got Chris, Yo, Recon Rage, and I are in the same room. No link love. Oh, come on, guys. Come on now. And Mr. C. So it's funny. We had Mike last week, and we were opening our scapulars and checking those out. And now we've got the man himself, Mr. Brad Jones, in the house. How you doing, man?
What is going on?
Welcome,
Brother
welcome.
himself.
Thank you. I love you. Have a good night.
You as well.
I love you.
I love you too. I love you all. Yeah, man, I'm happy and honored to have you here, Brad. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
for hanging out with us tonight.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you. Honored to be on.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
for coming. Thank you for coming.
Another great show with the Latin Legions. Good job.
Yeah,
man.
we just finished up. Had the whole gang there, talking with them. Ed had already been on our show before. He had to work, so it worked out to where the other three guys got to get a little intimate with us on the show.
It's tough when you have more than you guys usually are one-on-one or two-on-one, but you guys had that full house, so
yeah, it worked out. Yeah, it worked out. There's Ed there now, so yeah, that we were glad to have those guys on.
we know this lady right here.
The seat.
I know that lady.
Hey, Lauren. We got Hayes. Hey, man. We got Larry. He was with us last week. What's up, Larry? Chad, get to the chopper. There we go. I'll let Brad do it.
Get to the chopper.
There it is. There it is. And then we got Ed in the house. What's up, Ed? How you doing, man?
Crazy.
How you doing,
Pasando mi
man?
gente.
Yeah.
Man. Me and Omar were kind of talking about this a little bit about RPG. I love it. We love the Horsemen. We love our studio, but I'm feeling like a little bit of fatigue with the RPG thing, man. How you feeling, Omar? What do you think, man?
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
think I'm ready for it to be over, and I don't mean that in a
not in a negative way, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 days, and then it's over. I think the 28-hour marathon will be a nice little, end to it. But I mean, it's probably going to hit close to 1.5 million before the marathon even starts. But hey man, they killed it. They killed the Kickstarter, and it shows with all the support that came out. And we'll see how it goes from there. I've had some conversations with some people, and now the thing is finding the time to play the RPG.
Right. Absolutely.
Once it's released.
That's going to be the challenge, I think.
That's the challenge. Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of people that have time that are going to, want to do the game and then reach out to other busier people.
It's going to be tough for some because, like for myself, I work a lot, and you need to find a dedicated day and time with dedicated people to continue your adventure. I mean, you can't just go with different people all the time. So once that's established, then that's different. Then, we'll all be able to play the game and hang out and do everything and get online games going. But, at first it's going to be a challenge. Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Brad?
Well, it's crazy because last year we had the Kickstarter of the Dragon, but it was like the Dragon seemed like it was really expensive. Like you're getting a lot, but like it was an expensive item, so I can see
It was.
Kickstarter was like going as high as it was, but like when you really think about it, like this surpasses that Dragon, like. And we're not getting a dragon, we're getting a whole bunch of other little stuff that like, so when you think about like how complex it is, like all the figures and all the games and the dice and the artwork and the whatnot, I mean, all that stuff adds up to way even more than what the dragon brought to the table. And you think that was a big purchase, like that was a big item, it was a big purchase. And obviously the all-in now is big. I mean, if you're getting everything and you're getting a lot, but it's crazy to think that, like, I kind of feel you, Greg. I mean, I feel it, like it seems like it went quick, but like it is like, hey, we're ready for that next thing, like,
yes. And it's almost like we're spoiled for like Mythic News, you know what I mean? It's like I want to get on to that next. It's like, what's the next the next thing? We got Ox Crew, I guess, is right,
and Infinite Legions,
and Infinite Legions.
I get an email saying make sure my shipping was correct before they go shipping that out. So it does sound like that's getting very close.
And in stock sale is in a couple of weeks, probably about 3 weeks,
and then reservations for Legions Con.
At
the end of April.
And you think that you gotta throw in a figure obscura at some point.
It's gotta happen.
Like right before summer or something. It's like, oh, here's a figure obscura too.
And then you got ToyCon New Jersey, and then
I mean, could you imagine Friday? They're like, you're getting the Easter Bunny figure obscura.
That's not far off. You never know. You never know, Brad. You never know.
I wouldn't be like crazy Easter Bunny.
I would love to see their take on the Easter Bunny.
I want them to give me like the good, but give me like the bad too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I mean, they gave us Father Christmas, but it's like, I feel like with the other ones, they gave us like different like evil skulls or faces or screaming this or screaming that. Where like Father Christmas was just like, hey, I'm just Father Christmas. But give us a nice evil thistle thorn looking.
Hell yeah.
Bunny
so how many times did you guys change your pledge?
A couple times, yeah. It seems to be fairly easy. Not easy, I should say, but it seems like, like at first I was like, how do you do this? But then once I did it, I was like, okay, it kind of like it.
I was the same. I was a little confused, and but I got it now. So I've changed my pledge already 5 times. I actually changed it right before we came on the air again.
It sucks because like, I know this sounds horrible. Like I didn't know how to change it the first time, so I just canceled my order.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
It's not
the same thing.
I'm like,
I got so frustrated, brother. I said, screw this, and I just.
I was ready to get like a phone call from Jeremy. Like, did you?
Are you okay?
You canceled your order, and I'm like, So I felt bad, but I immediately, got another one. So but I'm glad I'm not the only one that did that. So.
Yeah, no, I got so frustrated. I was like, screw this. And I canceled.
Yeah, I think it might be just easier to like delete it and then just start all over again.
Yeah.
I don't understand why, if you change it, you have to. Well, for me, like I can't figure out how to keep everything. So it's like whenever I add something, it seems like, unless I'm doing it wrong, it erases what I did before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know.
It's almost like it erases it, but it's still there, kind of thing. It's weird. Like, cause like one point where like, I went down and then like the stuff's there, but like I'm like, how is it there? Like all the stuff I clicked on, even
it's
after
weird. It's
weird. So
they should make it simpler.
It can be a little difficult.
Like I got one of the packs, that comes with all the different stuff, and then I was like, okay, I got to add extra. So I went back there today and I was like, let me add this and let me add that. Let me add this. Yeah. And then I'm sitting there going, hold on a second. I'm going to need 2 of those Shadow Elf villainous paladins. So let me add 2 more of those. And then, I finally got the hang of it. But at first, man, I couldn't figure it out. I could not figure it out.
Have they said if the paladin figures because I heard that the cleric paladin figure was like an actual faction figure. Like you can actually either go to either faction. Like it has two factions and it can go to either one.
Yeah.
But like, is that how the other paladin, like the villainous paladin, is?
That's a good question.
Sure.
Or
Yeah, I
even
don't
like
know.
the goblin? Like, is the goblin two different?
I think Pat
factions as
Boyle
well?
would know. Pat Boyle.
I guess you could. I
watched
mean,
it.
I guess it's in your own headcanon. I mean, I'm sure you could do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Me as
So-
a completionist, sometimes like we were just talking about on the show because the one guest said, I forget who it was, said he didn't like the one of the unknown figures.
Mhm.
From the one Legion's Con, and I said I like the figure, but I go, it irritates me that figure has an unknown race. I go, I wish they would just give these figures, instead of just putting question marks, like actually give them the race.
Right. Like be more, you know.
Yeah, like I get it, it's
decisive
mysterious, but then like as somebody who's a completionist who's like, well, what do I do with this figure? Like he has to go, he's bad, so he has to go.
You've got to
somewhere.
classify him somewhere.
So like he was in Arether for a while, and then like I ran out of room because Arether's huge. So like then he moved to, I think, the Sons of the Red Star. I think
that's where I have him. I have him
because
my
like,
Sons of the Red Star decoff.
and he's kind of mysterious because you don't know
Yeah.
if he's like an assassin or if he's
Yeah.
just some straight killer, you know.
Yeah.
So it's but that
Yeah.
I
Well,
digress.
that little shelf too had the least amount of figures until this wave that just came.
Exactly.
So that's where I put the unknown one. I was like, let me put him here. He fits perfect right here.
Yeah, I think I also put shit. Oh, there's Pat there. No faction.
Yeah.
On the Kickstarter.
Except for
Just
Rick's.
Rick's.
Yes.
Isn't that weird that Rick's is the only named? That is
Yeah.
so strange to me
Yeah.
that he's the only named, you know.
But I kind of like that.
character. I do
like
too.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's that.
Freaking looks great. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's weird that it's.
And I didn't know
Rick's,
he
they
was a
would pick
vampire
Rick's.
skull either. That's what I like about it too. I didn't know he was a vampire skull. So that's great.
Yeah.
I got quite a few of him.
I love this Kickstarter. Like this, it's like build your own reinforcements as much as you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
And however you want.
That's
You know what I
kind
mean?
of how
It's
I looked at it. Like it's
literally
almost
like do whatever you want, build however you want, as many as you want, and go crazy. If you want 100 skeletons, go for it, or orcs, or elves, or whatever you want to build up your elf, your rogue elf, or your I love that. I think it was a great idea, and it really lets us build our own wave of whatever as big as we want.
What J Mac is saying is that's what I thought I heard at first. I wasn't sure about that though, if that's confirmed. The first one, the one that was at the
San Diego Comic-Con one.
Yeah, the San Diego Comic-Con one.
Yeah.
Okay. But Pat might be right. The other two may not have faction specifics, except for Rick's, which that's cool.
So where would you put those at, Brad? Like where would you? Ones with no classification.
Like obviously the one I'd put with Etheron, if that's where it was at, because I'm more of a good guy kind of person. So
I can see that.
I like bad people, but like I since I like Noble Bear, I do tend to.
I'm a night guy, so
yeah. Okay,
like
so
good guys.
Don't get me wrong, I love the bad guys. I mean, they're great.
I love the bad guys.
Yeah, I like that. I love Arether and all the bad guys.
The villainous paladin, I would put him with Poxus.
Yes, I would agree with that because he almost looks like the blue Rangers and the other figures. So yeah, I would definitely put him in there with that for sure. And obviously the Goblin figure, I would probably, he would go with Arether with the Goblins.
Yeah, and Rick's you could put with.
He would go with
or you could put him with the Sons of the Red Star. Exactly. I mean, there's so many. Yeah,
exactly. My shelf just happens to work out where Necronominus and then Sons of the Red Star, so they're on the same shelf, but they're split up. But
nice.
I love that they unlocked everything like before.
Yes.
They give you like a week to really. It's almost like when you're a kid and your mom or whoever gives you the catalog and lets you pick. you know, what you want for Christmas or your birthday, and you're like, I want this, and then you scratch it out. No, I want this. No, I changed my mind. You know, like it's fun to just browse and pick and build your pledge, and it's fun.
That's kind of what Matt Rodriguez did with the Armies of Ashmore line. Like he was real close to funding, and he just needed like another 10 grand or something or whatever it was, and he went ahead and unlocked the Kickstarter exclusive figures early so that the people could put in their orders to get him over that mark, and then he ended up reaching that mark anyway. So
right. What's a boy? Yeah, I'm glad that they did that. I'm glad that they unlocked everything. So
that was cool.
You're not having to try to, you know, hope that the stuff, it's like, here's all the toys, man. Go for it. Go for it.
It was a perfect time too, because it is a marathon. I know there's some other Kickstarters going out there, and it's like you just got to slowly get to that mark. You know, if you're not established yet, you got to get to that mark, and it's a slow process. I don't think anybody gets funded in 4 minutes. That's just insane. But like,
yeah, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, I was at work just watching the numbers. I was just watching on my phone. It was like, brrr. I was like, wow,
yeah. When you first got kicked on and shit, and it was showing you the numbers, and you're like, is that right? Or am I at the right Kickstarter? Like that can't be right. But yeah,
that had to feel good though for the studio. They had to be like,
dude, if I was Jeremy or like Eric or like even CB like retired or Jim, Jim retired. I mean, I would be like, dude, this is great for them. Like this is cool.
Definitely. What do you guys think about the Goblin? I thought it was pretty rad. I love the soft goods.
Yeah, I like the green. I like that green. It's kind of different.
I'm not a Goblin person,
and I'm not a big Goblin person.
But he's cool. Yeah. I like the soft goods. I like the head. What is it? What is that? The Nubnik? Is that the Nubnik head?
I think it is.
I think it Nubnik, Thwick, and Swig, I believe.
No, that middle one I think is new, isn't it? The one that's on him.
It's Thwick, but with the skeleton Legion Builder helmet.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. Well, Thwick is my favorite out of all the
mine too. Yeah, I love Thwick. But I just wonder, is it worth 60? That's my question. I don't think it's worth 60. I think it's a $45-$50.
I personally would have liked to have seen at the 1.5 million an ogre, and this at 1.25 million. I think an ogre would have been perfect because they show ogres all over the book in the RPG. I think we should have gotten an ogre, but that's just my opinion.
I agree totally.
Is that the only thing we're missing? Is like an ogre?
Like
we've got all the big like little figures.
Yeah, he's cool though. I love the colors.
I do too. Trying to keep it like equal, but at the same time, I go, why wouldn't somebody be able to play as an ogre?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Like, why wouldn't somebody's a goblin, somebody's an ogre or something? So I mean, I don't see.
I'm glad though that they came correct and they had goblins for the gobble guys.
The soft, he says soft goods are gonna look great on a green knight. I agree. I think
that would look
on any knight are gonna look great.
Yeah, that would look rad for sure. I love that shield. I think that's pretty cool. And the goblin heads are cool, man. I mean, I like it. I got one.
I feel with you. I feel you. I know the goblin community, Gob Hollow, they're probably going crazy.
Pat says ogre encounters are a thing in the game, not playable yet. That's awesome.
That's reserved for Brad.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, man. I'm excited, dude. And just to think that we're gonna get this stuff maybe by the end of the year. Holy shit, man.
No demons, no demons.
That's a big old Christmas gift to ourselves, man.
Oh,
getting that box.
I'll temper my expectations only because there's so much stuff coming out this year that I'll wait in bated breath and see. I would love for it to come out by the end of the year, but we'll see, man. There is so much stuff coming out. I don't know.
And I'm a Minotaur freak. I would have shit a brick.
Oh yeah.
But I think Eric is waiting because I heard him say at the Legion's Con or at the intern, was it last year or the year before? He said that he wanted to redo Asterion.
Mm-hmm. I
So
love when they just throw out little things like that. You know,
got to think that, dude. With the way they're doing legacies, you're gonna see because that's pretty much all stars now. So it's just
right.
Legacies is going to be V2s, and I can't wait to see Asterion version 2.
And Treadaway likes his monsters, so and his creatures. So I'm sure he would love to take new swings at older figures and make them even more. You know, I mean, we were talking about that last week with Scapular. You know, version 1 versus version 2. Night and day. Night and day.
Even Mike says that. Mike knows that.
It's stupid.
Mike's like, this was, I mean, think about it. That was Mike's favorite figure. And then he gets V2, and it's like, I think even if they didn't give him that tribute, even if they didn't give you that tribute, and this is Mike's favorite figure, he's going, yeah, this one's way better.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're going to open up, or I'm going to open up a Brodrr tonight. Omar has something else from Mythics, I think, that he is going to open in a little bit.
I got my Brodrr right here.
You got the Brodrr. You got the Brodrr. Yeah, I didn't get mine until MuskyCon. So I managed to grab a couple. Have a good night. I love you. Drive safe.
I bought a few myself there. I thought it was cool.
I wanted to
town.
Huh?
I love that little town.
What little town? Oh, MuskyCon?
Yeah, Muskegon.
Yeah, it's Muskegon. Yeah, I'm saying MuskyCon.
Muskegon, it is. Yeah. It's Muskegon. It's cool. It's just a cool little town.
Yeah, it's a little coastal kind of.
Well, how'd you do there though? You had a table there, so
yeah. I didn't bring a lot of like banger stuff.
I looked at your prices. You had good prices though, like your stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean it's sold, but it was like if you sell stuff for like $10 or $20, you know, if you bring stuff that's cheaper, like yes, people will buy it. That's good, but you're not gonna, you know, come home with thousands of dollars or whatever.
No,
but I had fun and it paid for most of the Rising Suns wave. So
did you think that it was not as busy as last year?
Yes.
Okay.
I think a little bit. I mean, there was like a rush. But I think last year was just a time insane.
Where I couldn't walk. Like I couldn't.
Yeah, it was insane.
I was like, I can't even get around.
Yeah. So you guys didn't experience an anomaly because Toylanta was the same. When I got to Toylanta,
really,
it was not as busy as I thought it was going to be. I mean, you could walk right through the aisles. There was no lines anywhere. I mean, we just walked right up to every table. They had plenty of figures. I mean, it was nice, man. I was like, I'm coming back here next year. It's a great con, and it's that convention center, man. It is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go next year. Didn't you say that they made the Legendary Warrior like unlimited? They're just blowing out
for a while.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's insane to me. Yeah. That they had enough for everyone, and then they were like, take what you want. You know, then they
ran out. They ran out for Sunday. They ran out for Sunday. Yeah.
You know, Benny was there. He would have loaded up.
Yeah. But I picked Benny up a Lieutenant Holiday for him.
Nice.
But like Lieutenant Holiday, that was another one. I walked right up and grabbed 4 right away. Wow. Just like
that's what I was hoping, that it was going to be easy.
Yeah.
See, I didn't ask anybody to get me one because I was like, I'll just get the normal one when they sell it. You know,
if it doesn't matter, and like, it's cool.
Yeah,
like,
if you don't want the sleeved arms, and
I mean, asking people for stuff.
It's just the extra head and the sleeved arms. That's all it is. So
yeah,
but the head does match the armory body, which is really cool.
Gotcha.
So the skin tones are a perfect match.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yes, they just had a post of ToyCon for the Highland Warrior.
Yeah.
What were we
I may have to ask somebody for help on that.
But see, I thought for sure. So it's a Joe Viteri show, and I'm thinking, okay, Joe Viteri had the Crossroads figure, him and Jeremy, and they like at Legion's Con. I was buying like a case of like.
Yeah.
You know, like they were just here.
Yeah.
So I figured that's how it would be with this Highland Warrior. I reached out to Joe Viteri himself, and he's like, "Yeah, man." I go. I need a case for friends, you know, and yeah, no problem. And now he did a post, and it was like 3 per person until 2, and then we'll unlock more. So, and I'm like, what? So that kind of bummed me out because, you know, a lot of people have reached out wanting this figure, and they're kind of understanding like how popular these exclusive figures are. And maybe they didn't order as many as maybe they should. Maybe they're thinking, well, we want to make sure that there's enough for everybody.
I think we're at a point right now where the fan base has gotten so big that it's okay to make a lot of figures because they're going to sell.
Right. It's a safe bet.
Yeah, it's a safe bet. It is a safe bet.
As long as it's not an Okiatis, then it's a safe bet.
You're right. Or Bryophytus.
Right.
Right.
You know, it's sad. We haven't had I mean, obviously we had the cosmic Motu tributes, but like we haven't had like a mythic Motu tribute in a while. But
right.
I don't know if they're done with that or not. But
did I tell you guys, speaking of Okiatis, at the show at MuskieCon, me and my wife actually went with me this year, and we're walking over to the Horseman table to get some things, and she's like, "Greg, come here," and we walked by. My wife is gonna kill me. Like they have like a booth full of mythic figures, like, you know, some open, some not, and she's like, "Do you have this figure? I really want this one." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? You want which one is it?" She points, Okiatis. I'm like, no freaking way. I'm not even gonna buy you that. I don't own that, and I'm not buying it for you either. Hell no.
Oh man, that's why don't you buy her
I'm like,
one?
are you serious?
You can like find that anywhere, man.
She's like, it's so cool. One? I'm like, did somebody put you up to this? Is this a joke?
Man,
because like I'm vocal about.
I'm gonna send her one, man. I have an extra one.
No, I'm
like, no. I mean,
like,
they're probably pretty cheap. I probably could have bargained the guy down.
Right, I know.
But it just blew my mind. Cool like, $28 or I bought him for $28.
My least favorite figure in the whole line, and that's the one that she goes to. Like, babe, I want that one, and I'm like, are you? Did somebody put you up to this? Well, and then she goes, or maybe this guy, Brophiatus.
Oh,
I'm like, what's going on here? I'm being pranked or something, man. She does love Calazier though, the genie guy. She loves that.
Calazier's cool.
Calazier's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But this Highland War, I like it a lot. I know it's a basic.
I do too, though.
Basic figure. You know, we could probably build it other than the soft goods, but I don't know. There's just something about it that I really dig.
Yeah, I gotta get this. He's right up my alley, so I gotta get this guy.
Well, if it's like, you know, if he changes his tune and says, hey, you know, buy whatever, you know, I'll hit you up and I'll grab you one.
Yeah, let me know.
I got a shopping list, man, of yes, I got you, Omar. I do my best, I promise. I'll get you at least one.
One is fine, but
I promise.
And I know,
like you said,
I know Benny 3 times is gonna at least hook me up with one.
Good,
so
good.
Yeah, if we know, I mean, obviously we hope that we would be able to see a standard version of this at Legion's Con.
Yes. Yeah, they said they're doing it. It's just without the Magnus head.
Yeah.
So there's opportunities for people that can't make it or they won't. I'm hoping that it's going to be easier than, you know, maybe he's just freaking out and want to make sure everybody gets one.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that there will be plenty for everybody. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, it does look awesome.
Because it's fun. Getting exclusives is fun. I'm not one of those. I want people to get them. You know what I mean? It's like it's not fun when you can't get what you want. You know, when you
Well,
can't get that.
Yeah, and let's be realistic too. With everything that is on sale right now and all that's, people are going to be tight on their budgets.
Right.
So, you know, I think there's going to be plenty of figures because
Yeah.
not everyone's going to go over there and buy a whole case of figures, or, you know, I mean, right now you got the Kickstarter, you've got Ox Crew, you have
Right.
Infinite Legions, you
Infinite
have the
Legions.
in-stock sale, you have the Legions Con tickets. I
Yeah.
mean, and hotels and all that. I mean, there's so much. You know,
Ashes is coming too.
Ashes
so.
is coming too, yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, there's so much, and you're going to be paying for that Kickstarter. I mean, I know a lot of us have already put a lot of money into it. So that
It
Kickstarter
sucks
for 3
'cause-
months, you're going to be crying, boy. You're going to be crying.
And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, I'm doing the 3 payments, like I'm sure a lot of people are.
Oh yeah,
And it's like I'm going to be hurting myself for 3 months.
yeah,
You know, or how bad do I want to hurt myself? Basically,
that's
I'm
what it is.
hoping that the Ashes lands close to a con that I'm going to.
Mm.
Because if it does, it'll work out like it did with Alithia Wave back in the day, where I had Alithia all on Big Bad Toy Store, just like I do Ashes right now.
Me too.
And I was able to go to a con. They were all there. I was able to buy them all without having to pay tax, pay shipping. I
That's
get it.
the best.
Back then, the prices hadn't changed yet, so they were a lot cheaper. Where I know now they're pretty equal with retail, but to not pay tax and pay shipping is big sometimes. So if you're going to be there and you're patient enough, it'd be nice to, you know, save a little something.
Right.
And get it
And
in
it's nice
hand.
to bring it home with you,
Yeah.
you know, for Big Greg to put it in your hand.
Yep.
You know, or you know, whoever, but it's,
I have a feeling that one will come out sometime in the summer. So
Yeah.
it probably will come out around the con.
I think so. I think you're right as well.
One thing, Greg, pull up G's Klarna app for Kickstarters. G, is that true that you can actually do it through Klarna?
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could do that either. If you could do that, then oh shit, I need to go and change my plan.
Game changer.
It's a game changer if you could do Klarna, man.
That's cool. I didn't know
Yeah,
that either.
I'll have to play
I've never
around with
used
that.
it, but I hear so many people say good things about
I use it a lot. It's good. It's
That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, because they give you options.
For huge purchases, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I use
that's what people were using for the dragon, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
and
was
Shop.
That was
Pay.
Kickstarter. That was
I
their,
do Shop Pay.
Yeah.
And PayPal Pay in 4. Those work pretty good. But yeah, I'll have to check out Klarna. That might be that might allow me a little bit more, you know. Somebody made a comment today that my list was a little light on skeletons. I'm like, man, I had to make some cuts, man.
Was that El Tidy?
No, actually it was my friend
Tidy,
Chris, Marty Max.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
Yeah, for Brett, like, you know, a dozen is going light.
He told me his pledge. I talked to him at Toylanta and I was like, holy shit, dude. Really?
Yeah.
So
when they pulled out the whatchamacallit, the skeletons and Ricks, I'm sure he was like,
ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everyone is a skeleton. He's doing.
I could see him like them falling from the sky.
Yeah. Did he get like 40 bags of skulls or something?
He got
something insane like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he got a bunch.
I got 1 bag of skulls, and that's because it came with the pack that I got.
Oh, the set.
The set that I bought. Yeah, the set that I pledged on.
I didn't do any sets. I just went.
You just went a la carte.
A la carte, yeah. Yeah, I was going to do a set. Then I'm like, I'm just gonna get the ones that I really want. I do that with waves.
You can go a la carte, like you go into Ruth Chris at a steakhouse, or you can go Golden Corral at a buffet and just get it all at one time. You know, so
yeah,
because only one or two is wow. Only 1 or 2 is you get savings, I think.
Jesus Christ. 48 Ricks, 48
skeletons. I knew it was 48 skeletons. Okay, do the calculator on that, Omar.
All right.
You're the math guy.
Oh, okay.
Tally that up, man. Tally me banana. I have an all-in, but I'm not sure what else I need to add at this point. I had a bunch of doubles on characters, but now it's getting a little out of hand. I know it adds up quick, man. It adds up so fast. Yeah, I was like,
So
it's
$2,880 just for the 2 packs of figures. That's not including the skulls.
And I'm sure he got other,
The skulls were $10 a bag, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so yeah, so he spent $3,200, $32.80.
He's retired.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Man,
Mike's gonna get adopted by Nate Strong, and I want to be adopted by Brett Stoddard.
no kidding. Close to
Brett, if you're
10K.
watching, you can adopt me at any time.
I know he spent about that much on dragons last year.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, dude bought like 9 dragons.
Damn.
So what are you going to do with 9 dragons?
Sell one to me.
Pretty good, Larry.
Is the right answer. That's good, Larry. Hey, you got me beat by double. I'm trying to stay around 600. And
Larry, 1340?
Yeah, Larry's the man.
Wow. Yeah, Greg, you and I are almost around the same.
Now.
Manageable.
Now, they did say that obviously retailers will probably buy some of this, like Big Bad Toy Store will probably have this, but I assume $30 figures are probably back up to $50 figures or
35.
45, something.
Yeah,
I think they're 35, right, Greg?
$5. Yeah, they're going up $5.
Oh, is that it?
The Paladins, I think, are 70, aren't they? They're going $10.
Paladins. Yeah, the deluxe are going up $10.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
so,
that one's stiff. That's why I may load up on that.
Get what you're gonna get. Yeah.
Paladin, yeah.
Mike says heads are $15.
I'm gonna look into that Klarna, man. That might be
if we can do Klarna, that's a game changer.
I'm about to send something to Guesegwe for that little heads up, man.
Might have to hook him up. Oh, heads are $15. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's around.
But yeah, it's awesome, man. I'm excited for that, dude. And I just wonder. Mike says he's at $12.95. See, you guys are big time, man. I could, but man, I'd be hurting. Even if I break that into 3, that's like a car payment.
Yeah. That's my mortgage, dude.
Right. And I figured I can get this stuff at the tech, because if you think about it, like this stuff is going to be all on their tables next year.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's what I wanted to say. It's going to be available.
Yeah.
You're just going to pay a little bit more.
Right.
So
I mean,
it's
it's still
into the world,
that elf rogue, $35 for that. Come on.
But
yeah, that's still a
be
good
the
deal.
cheapest that you'll pay for it. So
yeah,
if you have the money, then do it. But don't freak out if you don't.
Right.
You're going to see it again.
So other than the dice or the pin, what else is exclusive just to the Kickstarter? Is there anything that's not? Because I know at first that Cleric Paladin was exclusive to the Kickstarter, I believe, but now I think will be available.
I think you're right.
Later. So I don't think there's anything other than the pin and the dice that are. Pat, I'm sure Pat would know. Dice bag.
Dice bag.
Yeah. That's what they called me in college.
Dice bag.
Dice bag Schmerber.
Schmerbs.
Or was it a douche bag? Maybe it's douchebag.
Oh, that's what it was.
No.
Mike says, "Here comes the rain."
Yeah, I'm in Ohio. It's like pouring down raining outside right now with thunder.
It was here earlier.
Oh, lightning too. There was lightning.
Yeah, for sure.
I should have power in my laptop, so if the power goes out, you see everything go black. I should still. Oh yeah.
Brad, where are you at? Brad, where are you at?
Akron.
Oh, Akron. Okay.
Yeah, Akron.
Nice. Yeah,
So
it's been sunny and hot down here in Florida, man. So
doesn't change much, right? Warm, hot, warm,
hot, hotter,
hot.
hottest. Yeah, it doesn't change much.
Yeah, her dad has a condo in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is higher up higher.
Yeah, Panhandle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Orlando, so it's tourist town for me.
That's like in the middle, right?
Yeah, right in the middle.
So room block opens, exclusives revealed, and ticket sales begin all in April. So April is like an action-packed month, man.
Yeah,
A
April's
lot going
gonna be
on
an
in April.
expensive month.
Now here the cool thing is though is you can book your room. You don't have to pay for it up front
Yeah.
until you
Right.
get there.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't even think they charge you until you leave the hotel. I
Yeah.
think. You'll have to pay a deposit for your room, but
Not sure how that goes. I
don't
thought you had
actually
to
charge
pay.
you until you leave.
So when you get to the hotel, they'll charge your card for incidentals.
Yeah.
And then when you leave, they charge your card for the
Oh,
entire
okay.
stay of the room.
So
Yeah.
technically, you can put this on your card, and not be charged. It
Yep.
should be good. So
Yeah.
I just consider it gone when I check in.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about that money.
And
But
then after that, then you have to, if you guys are driving, gas money and
Yep.
travel. And then if you're flying, you got to get
Yeah.
your tickets and all that good stuff.
I had to think of it in sections. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, here's my Legion's Con, spending money. Here's hotel money, or here's gas
Yeah.
money. Here's, and section it out, in paydays or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
and
not
lie and cheat and
and steal.
hide.
I'm
and
not going to
steal.
do. I'm not going to do what I did last year. Last year, I showed up at 9:00 in the morning on G-Con, driving all night. I'm not doing that this year. This year,
me and Mike almost did that the one year.
yeah,
that was my first year.
Leave at like midnight or like
Yeah.
couple 2 o'clock.
You
in the
missed a
morning.
lot,
We'd be
Omar.
there, right?
You missed a
for it.
lot.
yeah.
You
And
want
then
to
you're
ease
tired,
into it.
and then you're tired, and that Friday
Yes.
you're sluggish, and then
Yes.
you get up that
wanna-
Saturday, and then by half day you're out of energy, and
Yeah.
I'm not doing that this
Yeah.
year.
You
This
want to
year
wake
I'm going to
up
get there early
stroll
and
in.
often, and I'm not leaving till Monday.
Right. Yes.
And
You got it. Yeah, you got it.
Jeremy
now.
had a good thing where he said if you just save $20 every week
Yeah.
for the whole year, you would have your money. Now he was talking money for the figures, all the figures,
Right.
exclusives,
All of their figures.
So you'd have to double that. You need to save about $40 a week.
That's
Starting
accurate.
with, and then, but
Because I blow my money on the table first. Like I'll go table first, and then I'll do armory, and then I'm broke. So like I can't really, maybe I'll buy a Glios or something, but like a lot of times I don't have money for customs, and I don't have money to get the stuff that's on tables and stuff. So I need to be a little bit more calm down.
You need to spread it out and
Yes.
and kind of like be a little more strategic. That's what I need to be too, because I went to the armory 9 times and came out with 18 gladiators.
Right.
Yeah. So
I got two.
Yeah, I only bought like 2 customs. One of them was from
Yeah.
Jeremy, and another one that I got. So that was it.
That's a benefit of intern though, is that you get the jump on building, but they did limit us this year. So the year before, so I was lucky to go twice in a row. So the year before, there was no real limit to armory. So we could build as many knights. I just keep going back and building knights. But this last year, there was a limit of 2 per person, and then they sold out of some of the parts. So it's good to have a strategy. Stuff is going to sell out again like it did last year. Jeremy said less exclusives for the armory this year. It's going to be more widespread stuff, so that people don't focus on one thing and buy the hell out of it.
And that's what you do, because that's what I did. I mean, I went into the armory and I focused on the parts that were exclusive.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think they assumed that stuff was not going to be as hot as the other stuff. But whenever you put exclusive on there or limited, it's people are going to be, But yeah, no, you're right, Pat. Spread the love to the vendors, absolutely. And I did buy Matt Stein. He stopped customizing, so I'm grateful that I got a skeleton from Matt Stein. So I was grateful for that. But check out the customs that are there.
I bought a bunch of parts and heads. Definitely. I think I left with like 15 custom heads.
Dude, that's the best comment ever.
5 or 6 custom parts and Yeah, but this year coming up, I'd like to get a few custom like figures that I missed out on.
But
But
what
he's
you
right.
do though,
Benny's right.
what you do though is like reach out. So say Pat Boyle makes an amazing custom, you know, and a lot of times these customizers will showcase,
Yeah.
you know, hey, I'm bringing this and bringing that. And sometimes you never know. You could reach out and be like, hey, I really want this. Like I know Mark Thomas, our buddy Mark, reached out to Emil and said, I really want this Colossus figure, and he payment plan. And so when he got there, he just, you know, he let Emil display them, but when he was done, he just picked them up. So if you could pay for something in advance before the show, that's tits, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like you had the Borderland Horde guys on right before Legion's Con, and I reached out to them afterwards and got a bunch of stuff when I got there. So
yeah, it's nice to pick stuff up and you know have it paid for already or whatever. It's like this is great because it's not part of your current paycheck. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's true too.
For that stuff, you know,
like
so I'm good.
Like with Dennis Derby, I had pre-ordered some figures through him and picked up, you know, me and Baron Vologard version 1. Like that's my it figure besides the Skeleton Legion builder. So it's like, hey Dennis, you got some? Yeah, okay, let's go.
I'm glad that one of mine made it to your
collection. Yes, thank you. Because I Legion build those. That's my Baron Vologard version 2 army. So
I'm like that with the orc. I'm finding that I have the female orc. Like I probably have the most of her right now. I just or the Valiant Knight.
Somebody was selling her for pretty cheap on the Cabal.
Yeah, it was like $60, I think, for but who knows? But you know, it's fun. But so are you ready? I would tell people like do not wait on the rooms.
Grab it now.
There might be some that will open later, but dude, book it ASAP because you're going to regret staying at another hotel. They're going to be a nice hotel, but you're going to regret it because the hotel, you know, the Marriott.
Dave Orkin did stay across the street at the Hyatt, which is like right next to what is it? Wegmans.
Yeah.
So he says the hotel was actually nicer, had better complimentary breakfast. There was a whole bunch of amenities that they had over there.
I'm sure it's nice.
The only problem is that he basically said every time he has to come over there, he has to either drive or take an Uber, because if he's drinking, you want to go hang out and drink. So then he like Uber back over there. So there is that, so the money is saved. You'd be paying in Ubers and whatnot. So.
Right.
Now the twist to that though is that they have the Toy Unity Con at that hotel this year coming up. So there's going to be a lot of people staying there for the Toy Unity Con across the street at the same time as Legion's Con. So I recommend if you're going to Legion's Con here.
Yeah, I agree because and I hate to sound disgusting, but you're downstairs, you got to go number 2, you just want to go back to your room, right? I mean, just go back to your room.
Absolutely.
If you don't feel well, you want to nap, you just go back to your room. You need a drink, go back to your room. You just need to decompress and get away from everybody, go back to your room.
Yes. So it's going to be a lot hard. It's going to be a lot harder to get hotel rooms this year with 2 cons going on at the same time. Right. So if you can get that Marriott, get it right away.
Or maybe because of this, maybe there'll be more people that might stay at the Hyatt as opposed to.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
I will say though, man, the Muskegon breakfast, the buffet, the $15 breakfast at the Muskegon Marriott, dude, it blows away so many breakfasts that I've had. Like so good. For $15, it kicks some ass.
It did.
Kick some ass.
I should have got that second plate, man. I was trying to get my money's worth, and
dude, when you see that Ron Swanson plate of bacon like up at the thing, like it's just like this, it's just bacon, so like somebody just keeps dumping bacon in, and you're just like, dude, there's still a lot of bacon. Chris, what's up, dude?
What's up, my man? Yeah,
it was this year, buddy.
I know, man. Chris didn't make it to Muskie. I did grab him a Thraxian Scout that Kirby took with him, so at least he got a little something from the thing. I wanted to bring up the Ashen Oath
Yes.
Kickstarter is going strong now. Could you look up the number real quick, Omar?
Sure.
Please.
I want to say it was at 67,000.
Okay.
I think so, Brad. I think you're right because I looked at it earlier and it was 67,000.
Okay. Cool.
It was about 67,000.
Yeah, I'm so happy, dude. He's gonna make that 150, no problem.
Yeah. He's got 29 days left.
Yeah,
he's got like a month.
Yeah.
Slow little marathon. Just keep chipping at it.
Yeah. I already pledged my stuff, and then once the more releases come out, then
yeah, he did an all-in essentials. He just released this, I think, today.
And
so,
you may see even Brian. I would hope to see him do something similar to what the Horseman did, as it gets down to those last days. If it's not unlocked, I'd like to see him open some of these things up to get people to put those pledges in. For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't sleep on it. I agree.
Nope. Those figures are killer. And then we have the Corsair coming out too.
Yeah.
So, Black Tide Corsair, and it's like there's so much stuff coming.
I know he was on our show, and I was like, I was about to tell him, like, you shouldn't have had that figure as an exclusive. Like, you should have just gave everyone that figure. Yeah. Everyone deserves that figure, Brian.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, that Ashen Oath. I love that Ashen Oath stuff, man.
Yeah.
So cool.
Ooh,
it's cool. Just super cool stuff. I wanted to shout out Brian Lynn, who is probably still working right now on his Carver Con. He's got a sale going on still of Muskie Con leftovers. So check him out, hit him up. I think the pillars he said were sold out, but some of the other stuff is still available at very reasonable prices. So check out Brian Lynn's stuff. Also a great guy.
How much are his dice towers?
They're cheap, man. They're $25.
Really?
Carved out of foam.
Dude, like I saw those at Muskegon. Like those were dope. I didn't know what they were. I even had to ask him. I said, dude, what are these? And then when he showed me and rolled the dice down, I said, dude, that's like, I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game guy, but like this is cool. Like I feel like everyone should have one of these.
Right. Yeah, I like those little RPG bases too. That's cool, man, for your figure.
Like even if you're like with your group of friends, like as long as somebody has one of them, or like you can all like use it or something.
Right? Yeah. Throw them in and. Phew.
And that's what he said. He said he's going to do one where it's a duel, where there's one on each side.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Boot them up to where each, And I was like, dude, that's smart. That's really cool.
Yeah, that guy's always thinking, man. That guy is a hustler.
I would have known they were $25. I probably would have bought one.
I know, right?
I looked at it and thought that was probably some real expensive item, and I don't even think
they look great. I mean, they look.
It looks like a very expensive.
Everything Brian makes though on his table is just.
So the Empire of the Fifth Sun. I saw the figures at Toylanta.
How'd they look, man?
Those are good, man. Oh man, those are good. And they're like Aztec warriors. Oh, those are so good. So good.
Yeah,
I've seen the pictures, and they scaled their 1/12, but a little taller.
Yeah, they're 1/12. Oh, they're so good.
Is that Isra?
I don't know if he's involved, but Jason Rodriguez, I think it's his.
Oh, is that what it is? Maybe
the one that
was
designing.
And he had some Aztec figures. I didn't know what he was. I didn't know what.
I think those are customs that he's done.
Oh, is that what those are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was trying to do his own line or not.
And then Chris Ferrone did a dio, I think, for this, or maybe it was Jason. He'll have to tell us. I'm hoping that Chris and Blake will come on next Tuesday, but and talk about it, because I think he designed or printed the dio for this, and it looks amazing.
That's awesome.
So maybe they can clarify it next week. That dio file will be a reward tier. Okay, yeah. Have you guys seen the dio? I wish I had a slide of it. It's awesome. Yeah, we'll if Chris has the time next Tuesday, we'll have him on and we could talk about it. Okay, Chris says I printed the dio. Okay. Yeah, it's awesome. It is cool. And it's nice to see like diversity in
Oh yeah,
in the toy lines, you know, different stuff.
and you can mix and match them too. I mean, that's the cool thing about them, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And we need a Guesagüe action figure too, I think. Just saying.
Well, I mean, you have one coming in the horror of Eisenwall. You just got to, you know.
Right. I'm gonna get a little Guesagüe printed head in there.
Yeah, there you go.
So I think Omar mentioned it. We've got the end of the Kickstarter coming up this Saturday, Friday night into Saturday. Curtis has created another marathon, much like the Bayethier one last year. He's invited the amazing Legion's Lair guys and a bunch of other amazing shows to do a marathon. So this is the schedule right here. Hasn't changed as far as I know. So you know, check that out. It's supposed to go 28 hours. Where's yours at, Brad? It's
we're Friday 11 to 1.
nice.
So yeah, we're like second.
Time to party.
Yeah, we're gonna be kicking it off a little bit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I figure that's a good time slot. I don't know. I'm usually up around that time anyway. So
Yeah, it's good. That's time to party.
I thought
awesome.
I thought my wife's gonna kill me podcast was gonna be on after us.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were gonna get like super raunchy. I was like, we're just gonna get like
hell yeah.
We're gonna hype them up.
Filthy
marathon time. So now we're gonna hype up Curtis's art back.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
So we're Curtis is gonna do. I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve for that.
Yeah, like everyone's kind of being maybe not tight-lipped, but not super open with what the programming will be for each. Because Curtis has let us do like whatever we wanted as long as it's semi related to the role-playing game, since that's what we're doing, you know.
Mike asked me what we're doing, and I'm like, I don't know. We'll just figure it out, you know. I'm like, we'll wing it. We'll talk about something. We'll do something.
And my idea was to do a session, so I'm going to do a 2-hour D&D session, which could be like watching paint dry. I don't know, but I got some OGs. I asked Joe G himself to be the game master.
Nice.
And Pat Boyle, who's game master himself, he's going to be playing with us. So Pat says, excited to roll with you, Greg. Hell yeah. And I got Brett Tidy and and Curtis. So it's a tight group, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I haven't played D&D. These guys play D&D all the time. They've got the Legion's Quest and stuff. They play all the time, and I know Brett, Pat, Anthony Houseal, Nate Armstrong, and maybe somebody else play together. I think it's Hedgehog play together, and I'm like, that would be a fun group, to hang out with and play. But Benny, hey, I wish I could, dude. There was a few people that reached out and were like, hey man, I would love to get in on that. And I would love to have as many as possible. But I asked Joe G and he said, with a 2-hour session, let's keep it to like, four guys at the most, just so it's, manageable. We all get a chance to play a little bit and stuff.
Benny will do our own.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And I hope that I can get in on some others. I know Mike reached out, Emir himself. He's getting a party together. So
yeah, he's got me and his son, and I think he grabbed Twizzler, Tyler.
Yeah.
Because I guess he's real good at
I'm in on that party too.
Coming up with stories and whatnot.
But I'm up for it. I would love to play with as many different.
Standiford, Dusty. We got Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty. There you go.
I think we have 5 players as one as a like a fill-in or something. I think.
I think finding the game masters is the tough part. Like
Yeah, I
everyone
think
wants
that
to
Tyler's
play
our
it,
game
but
master. Yeah, that's what I get.
finding that good game master is the challenge. I think once you find someone, then you're good. You know, you can lock it in.
But Tyler seemed like he was on our show. He seemed like he's done this before and
Cool.
knew all about like what he was already like, I'm already been working on stories and different this and that. And I'm like, oh, I mean, you seemed like he was really eager
Yeah,
to.
that part interests me. Like I would like to create like scenarios and stories. I just don't know if I would be interested in the actual being a game master. I would rather just hang out with friends and roll dice and stuff like that. But I would love to come up with story ideas. I like that stuff. Then he says, I'm going to have to do my own. I'm not feeling that Mythic Legion's AK. Oh, come on, baby.
And now I had Mike
Come
do all
on,
the
baby.
things. What was funny is we were eating breakfast and Mike goes,
I feel you, Benny. I feel you.
Something, and he said everyone jumped on it. I think he even said you were asking to be in it or something at first or something. And I was just like, wow, I didn't realize that people were really like. So that's the thing is everyone's jumping on it right now. So you just got to find that group that and there's so many people in the cabal and there's so many friends that we have.
Right. And I think when it actually gets released, when we have the rule books and all that stuff in hand, that's when there's really going to be a lot of connecting, when we're all going to know each other a lot more, I think. And I think it's going to be awesome.
Also, see, look, Benny seems like he knows what he's doing. So you guys may want to get
Game Master is fun. I've been role playing since I was 14
years old. I'll hook up with you, Benny. So you got one player.
There you go, dude. You get an epic team going on.
We'll get a few more, man, and we'll rock it, man. We'll knock it out, man.
I'm here too, man. I mean, I'm not.
We'll have the Misfits RPG group.
Come on now.
The leftovers.
The leftovers.
Yeah. So we got a nice little group for us, and then.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So I'm looking forward to it. Learning. I don't know nothing. I mean, I know about it, but like I'm new to it.
Rusty.
Brad, it's an easy pickup.
Yeah.
Because I did D&D, Cyberpunk, Vampire the Masquerade. I was a games master for Cyberpunk for a long time. It's an easy pickup.
Once you get your voices, you're gonna be so good. You'll be
yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna have a blast, man. And with the guys that you're doing it with, you guys are gonna have a blast. It's really fun once you get into it, and then it's like 4 or 5 hours go like that, and you're like, oh, well, So you're gonna get hooked.
Yeah. Well, maybe I think what we'd like to see is like eventually, how they did like a little test run of the game on the 3rd floor. Like, I'd like to see them do like not like a competition, but like more of like a big, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Omar? Like something big, like where you get everyone involved, where like it's not just a few people playing a table, like we're actually like in a war, you know what I mean? Like we're ready to go to battle and stuff.
Yeah. I could see that for Legions Con 2027, where it's just one big room full of just guys just up there, just RPG, just I could see that for sure. I mean, you're going to see it this year too. You're going to see a room where it's going to be RPG games and everything.
The rooms are going to get bigger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely getting the rooms a little bigger. That's for sure.
So,
because there was a few test runs every day, but like,
yeah. So Pat Boyle has that Facebook group Nat 20. So I think that would be good for connecting each other. So yeah, check out that. How you're not on that, Brad?
No,
not on that.
I
Pat, send him an invite, man. We got to get him on there.
Benny, I still have all my Cyberpunk stuff too, man. I'm looking at Benny's.
Maybe it's in the thing. I don't know.
I still have all my Cyberpunk stuff too. I have all my characters that I drew. I drew all my characters out and everything.
Yeah, it's been like early 80s for me.
Oh yeah. It was late 80s for me when I was playing Cyberpunk, and then into college. I did that and got into Vampire the Masquerade, and I did D&D with my brother and his friends and stuff. So it was fun. RPG is fun. I haven't done it in a while, but
what was the card game that everyone played?
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering. Is that something? Is there any similarities to the two at all? Or
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
little
it's
bit.
kind of hybrid. Yeah, it's a little hybrid.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. I think that's more in line with Warhammer and with what's the other one? It's Warhammer. There was another one. Um, the one with the orcs and the knights. What was it called? They made a movie out of it. It sucked.
I
What was
literally
it?
Why you
I can't
resent
remember what
Brad for?
See, I
What'd you-
wasn't hip to magic or like I had friends that did it. I wasn't like I just didn't really know too much about it.
Oh, he resented. I
Oh,
thought he meant he resents you. He resents
Oh, I thought I was
Brad.
like, I didn't know nothing about magic. Sorry.
I'm like,
Hey,
man,
dude.
that's rough.
Warcraft. World of
Yeah,
Warcraft.
World of
Yes.
Warcraft.
That
Oh,
one, yes.
yes.
What's up,
yes.
Blast Cannon? How you doing, man? How you
Yes.
doing?
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out Nat 20. It's there's a lot of info on there, and Pat, like any kind of info for the new role-playing game, he has that on there. So that's the place to go. So I think that'll be good for connecting us together. You know what I mean? So
Gotcha. I agree.
our man Omar went to Toylanta. Don't really have any. I've got a few pictures. Oh,
Hey.
these are the guys right here.
That's me.
Yeah,
That's
you guys.
Muskegon.
Yeah,
With my case of Brodrr. Mike's was full. Mine wasn't.
Was it really?
Mike's was full.
Loaded up. So walk us through your trip, Omar, to Toylanta before we open our figures.
Wow.
Got up at 2 a.m. Went to bed at midnight. So I was in 2 hours of sleep. Went and picked up Jeff Evans. He met me about an hour north, or about 45 minutes north. Picked him up, then picked up Mark Thomas in Lake City, Florida, about 2 hours later. Drove 4.5 hours, about 5 hours, because we actually took our time and we stopped at Ollie's to look for figures and some other stuff. And we finally got to Toylanta. Amazing. I can't say enough about this convention center. This convention center is so nice, dude. And so went in there. Everybody was extremely nice. Walked right in. Got 4 Lieutenant Holidays just like that. Walked into the con. Skeletron had a huge, right when you walk in, it's Big Bad Workshop. That's the first thing you see is Big Bad Workshop. A huge display at Big Bad Workshop. So you go there, hit that, bought some figures, Skeletron, Ginger Kid, Articulated Empire, of course, the Horseman, Savage Crucible. There were so many. The new one, Meta
Travelers.
Meta Travelers. They had all of those were there, plus all the independent guys and all the stores. But it was great, man. I mean, it was busy, but it wasn't busy, and you could walk right through and take your time and just go through it. But I mean, we turned and burned. We went in there 3 hours and we were gone. We were driving back. I got home right at midnight.
That's insane, dude. So from 3 a.m., what time did you hit the road?
3 a.m.
You had to recover that next day, dude. You had to.
Brother, I had to work the next day.
Oh.
Now I work from home.
Was it worth it? Was it worth the trip?
Was it worth it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was worth it. It was worth it because it was fun, Yeah. I got to hang out with Mark. I got to hang out with Jeff. And then we went to the con and then we talked to everyone there and hooked up and, saw Steve and saw Jeremy and Cookie and George and Ginger Kid and everybody. It was fun, dude. It was a good time. Got to pick up some figures. I didn't get the AWOC figure because they were actually sold out when we got there.
That's crazy. They must have been really limited. I think.
We got there.
Mark said they only got 100 or something.
Yeah, we got there at about 11:30. Maybe we walked in right at noon, and they were already sold out.
Wow.
Yeah.
They were kind of pricey too. I think
$45.
Said how much?
$45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought he said there were more.
We saw PGG. We hung out. We saw Jordan. Went up to their room. Billy was there. Van. All the guys. Brett was there. So it was cool, man. Jesse Marshall was there. It was fun. Good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm digging these,
Yeah,
man.
dude, those are
Brad,
so
have
good.
you got in on
Cookie.
these? The Operation Monster Force?
I have not,
Oh
but
man.
they
It's a dangerous slope. It's a dangerous,
yeah.
slippery slope.
They definitely look cool. I've been checking them out for a while because they've had a few waves.
Yes. This is a newer one that's coming out here. It's not out yet. They're just kind of showcasing these, I guess, at
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
ZoloCon and at Toylanta.
Mm-hmm.
But their stuff is so good, so much fun.
I kind of like these figures. I hate to say it. I kind of like these figures more than I like the Valaverse figures.
Right. Yeah, these
Because,
have like a horror theme kind of.
yeah, I feel like the Valaverse is just kind of like another G.I. Joe
military. Yeah.
Where these actually have like a lot of different characters.
You got Wolfman, you got,
Unique,
Invisible Man, you got.
Yeah, not unusual.
Yeah.
But seems like it still has good articulation.
They move really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they move really well.
What I like about these is that you can mix them up with your GI Joes, with your Valaverse, with your Skeletron, and they're all broken up from the Action Force lore, because this was part of Action Force, and so was Skeletron, and so is Valaverse is its own, but it was from Action Force.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's really cool. I mean, so if you're a military figure collector, these are perfect for that. And they've got some good stuff coming out. Big Bad Workshop, they've got some really good stuff. But so does GI Joe, Valaverse. They all have some really good figures coming out. It's gonna be a really expensive year, dude.
It's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, if you're a military figure collector, it's gonna be an expensive year.
And this stuff, it comes with a lot of, heads, hands, weapons by Gridiron.
They're pricey figures. They're $40.
$40, yeah.
Big Bad Workshop. They weren't at Legion's Con last year, were they?
Yes, they were.
They had a small table and they sold out.
Very small.
Sold out within 3 hours of everything. Yeah.
Well, they figured it was like a fantasy. They thought it was going to be knights and shit. They didn't think that people.
I will tell you this: as much stock as they had at Toylanta and at ZoloCon, they had double at Toylanta than what they had at ZoloCon. So I know at
me and you were grabbing,
bro.
We were grabbing
this year. They're going to have boxes stocked up to the ceiling. I'll tell you that right now.
I hope so. I told them, I'm like, guys,
you
got to bring more stuff, man. They're like, we didn't know. We didn't know like what.
Well, they know now.
They had their exclusive, and that was still there for a while, but it all sold out.
But now some of their figures are starting to sell out. So you've got to, if you go to a con, Dr. Caligari, he's one of the figures, the one that's the brain. He's selling out everywhere now. Same thing with the Forgotten King. There's a bunch of figures now that are starting to sell out. So when you see them at the con, grab it right away because,
What does that mean? They were divided this weekend. Maybe they split it up. They were also in.
They were also in WonderCon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, WonderCon in Anaheim.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I think they have more stock now than they did. I think they were in between waves, maybe.
Yeah.
They did have some stuff at Legion's Con, but I think they just started getting that, like the Halloween Boy wave that had, Eraser and
Big Bad Workshop also had their Naughty and Nice figure sets there. Their Santa Clauses, all their different Santa Clauses. And then the Peter and the other guy, the pumpkin guys, they were there. And then they also had the Soldiers of Fortune. They had almost all the Soldiers of Fortune there as well.
So they've got a bunch of They've got a bunch of different toy lines.
They had a whole whole square table, man, full of stuff.
Yeah, because that's the Naughty and Nice. I have a couple of those Santas.
Yeah,
which those move great. They articulate.
Yeah.
Well.
Right. Yeah. They I guess they just didn't expect people to be. But I mean, Valaverse was there too, doing gangbusters. So now they know.
Yeah.
So
for sure,
good stuff. Definitely worth checking out. They're great figures. Definitely recommend them. Let's open a figure before we wrap it up.
And then I want to show the Toylanta exclusive.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, tell us more.
The Lieutenant Holiday. This figure is so awesome, man.
He looks like
And then
he's
you got your
stacked.
little, yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's stacked. He's stacked to the gills. And then you have your little comm box, and then you have your little bag full of parts, including the tubes, and then the Silor Kryn head, and then you have the that head as well.
Yeah.
So Attila head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
good for
so-
Knights or something. That other
yeah.
head
That
unpainted.
actually matches really well with the gladiator parts. With the
Oh, okay,
armory.
there you go.
Yeah, with the armory parts. So, but yeah,
Nice.
this figure is so good, man, and yeah, get it.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I think next year, like I was telling you, Omar, my wife was like, I kind of want to go to that.
Yeah, my wife
So-
wants to go too. She said we should go to
So I
Toyland
think we'll
together. So
we'll have a weekend. We'll make it
Yeah.
out there. and
that's what
have
we're
a
gonna do
weekend
too. We're gonna
together.
make it a weekend next year.
Yeah.
Terrence says, I don't think Valiverse will be at Legion's Gotta Get. I don't think so either.
Right.
No, they'll be across the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. They'll be at the
Oh no,
other
they
one.
will be. They'll be across the
Yeah.
street. Yep.
I've never met that guy, but Mike had an experience with him.
Yeah, I remember him saying that. He shared that.
Like he came up to me and was like, he's like, you don't own any of that shit, do you? And I was like, I do. And he's like, "Mm-mm." But I guess he was rude to Mike, but that was strange that somebody would come to that con and like
Yeah.
say bad things about somebody. I don't know. It was kind of weird.
Yeah. Kind of biting the hand that feeds you, but what are you gonna do, man?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like he sold well too, so I don't know why he was.
Yeah, I mean that they were hopping for sure. They were
He sold
definitely
really
hopping.
well. He sold. I mean, I bought that from him. That was the
Yeah.
Legion's Con exclusive.
Table
So-
was popping.
Yeah, he was killing it, man.
For sure. Well, I am getting ready to open my
Oh boy.
Here we go.
figure here. Trevor says not strange at all. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I was stoked for this figure. I was not able to pre-order him, so I was lucky to grab him at MuskyCon, and
He's selling out quick too, man. Mike's all that whole wave is selling out quick, so it's just like if you see him, get on it.
I will say the Rising Suns wave was a game changer, man. It is my favorite wave, and I didn't think Nikonominov would get beat, and it got beat. It got beat. Every
I would
figure
agree.
in that wave is a winner. Every figure in that wave. You can't go wrong with any of
cool
them.
when they were showing it to us, but like when they're in hand, like all those figures are great.
Yeah, I watched the video back when I started getting into Mythic Legions because I wasn't in Mythic Legions at the time when that was the release in 2024. I didn't get into the line until 2025, and then I went back and watched that, and I saw the excitement and everything. You know, when the bear came out, when they presented the figures to you guys and everything, and I was like, oh, this is really cool, man.
And that shield is huge. I don't know why I assumed
It is
that
huge.
shield was like the same size as all the other shields until I pulled it out, and I was like, holy crap! I'm like, that is a big ass shield.
Yeah, this is a great
It's way
figure.
bigger.
Great figure. You can do.
I
so
love the
much.
colors. Love the colors too.
I love the fur.
You know what? I didn't think I was going to like it, but after getting it, like I'm like, dude, it goes so well with them.
Yeah.
Like you have to put the fur on.
But how wide is it gonna stay? You know, I mean, it's a Viking. That fur is gonna get dirty. Man.
Come on.
It's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get dirty. But yeah, this guy, and I really like the guy that's on the Isomol.
other
Is that
Viking.
Halvard?
I
I think Halvard or
you
something
might
like
be
that.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome looking figure, man. I really love their.
Yeah, I'm glad they're starting to bring out more Vikings.
Me too.
Well, that was the first. So I'm the first Viking, and then they got more Vikings. So they're just going to keep bringing them out. We're going to have a whole army of Vikings. You could almost probably call that Highlander guy freaking the Viking almost.
Right? Yeah, for sure. But they're fun, you know. They're kind of like not. I'm not going to say not named. I mean, this guy is named for sure. But I mean, you got different looks for him, so you can change him up and have army build these guys as soldiers. I know. I think people are using him for parts too.
Oh,
kind of like Dispatar.
They are.
You know, they're using him for because he's got a lot of good good parts. I love the pant color. It's just so different. It's like a kind of like a wine colored.
I ordered me some purple pants from the RPG.
Yeah, I did too.
I was like, oh look, Brodrr's gonna have some purple pants now.
That's cool.
So the guys in the chat are talking about that Unity thing. I didn't really want to get into it too much, but it's basically I think it's Bobby Vala, Savage Crucible, and I'm not sure who else, but they're kind of having
Duarte Studios.
Oh, is it Duarte? So they're kind of having, like, in my mind, a competing con that's basically, I think, the same weekend across the street.
Oh, that's the con you're talking about, Omar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Toy Unity.
It's just my opinion, but I think it's kind of petty to have it on the same weekend to try and I feel like it's trying to take.
Hold on here a minute. Doesn't Brian have a table at Legion's Con?
He did. I don't know if he will this year, but
I mean, I assume he would. So
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it, man. And maybe I I'm one of those where it's like I don't really like to talk about stuff that's negative, but
no, because that's not really what the community's about.
Yeah, but I mean, it is a thing. I don't like it. It doesn't make me happy. And I'm not saying like Savage Crucible, like their stuff is okay to me. Like I don't love it. I have a few of their figures. I don't have anything against them per se. You know what I mean? Like I don't know any of them really personally. I love Mythics. I love Mythic Legions. So like if I don't know, like all my money goes to them mostly. So
I agree, and but see, I don't mind that they're in the same room. Oh yeah, my necklace.
Is that what that is? I'm like, what is this for?
Yeah, I just put it around his neck.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see it there.
So okay, Savage Crucible with him. I like Harbinger products, but I go to New Jersey in November for one thing. Yeah, I mean, they're okay. I think they're getting better. Like I bought the last exclusive from the one at ZoloCon, and I like it. It's a cool figure.
Yeah, the Harbinger or whatever it is products. I didn't know they made the NCAA.
Yeah, they make the football
figures, which I bought, and then it said
those football figures are good,
dude, and they're great. So
they're awesome.
I don't mind them being in the same room as one another. In fact, I'm like, hey, let the rubber meet the road. That's
how it was at ZoloCon. I mean, the Horseman table was a couple things away from.
Do you remember PowerCon when they were both there?
Yeah.
And Savage had
great show.
Freaking like hologram like banner on the wall. Yeah. That was huge. And but you seen who dictated the room. I mean, like, when those people came to PowerCon, they all were in line and they all went over to the Horseman table.
I mean, I don't mind. Like, I feel like competitiveness like makes you better.
Yeah.
I just don't like petty shit. You know what I mean? I don't like it when it's like
I agree.
Childish or petty or being grudgy over things.
No.
It just seems like I don't know.
Not until
unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't like the pettiness. And I know some of those people can be like that. It's unfortunate. But if anything, just bring positivity to the community. I guess just kill them with kindness. I guess I don't know what else to.
Right, Terrence. It's exactly like two shows being on a Friday night. Exactly. It's perfect.
Petty con.
It's the Monday Night Wars all over again.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, do you think there's actually people like that are going to go to that too, or like?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I assume they would, but like,
absolutely. Well, they're offering half off if you go to Legion's Con.
Gotcha.
So that's a good way to get people into the door. So yeah, I mean, for me, collect what you want to collect. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you want to buy the toys, buy the toys. I mean, I buy the toys. I'm not gonna say any different. I'll admit it. But that's just I'm just a toy collector. That's what
I'm with
figured.
you, Omar. Like, buy what makes you happy. You don't have to be involved with the politics, who likes who or who is friends with who or whatever. Um, but and we've talked about it before, but like when people are douchebags, it just makes me not want to buy their stuff. Like I try to just enjoy the toy, but sometimes, people's mouths, it's like, stop, man, because you're making me not enjoy this stuff. So I don't know.
I agree.
That's just my
I mean,
thought,
I hate to be a dick, but like, even with like Brian, man, like, dude, he had a red carpet with the freaking Horsemen. I mean, like, he worked for them, you know what I mean? And then it's like, and he makes all the money off all of us, people that go to the con and stuff. But it's like, and then you seen what the Horsemen did. He freaking had all the freaking interns paying his dio.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And then auction it off. I was like, that right there kind of tells you.
Like, that was the first year that I was there.
I knew that was a slap in the face right there. I was like, dude, they are not happy with this guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they are not happy with this dude. Like, I don't know what he did, but like he did something to piss them off. Where they're like, yeah, dude, no.
I'm with you, Pat. I like toys. That's like how I am, man.
I like toys.
I'm with you on that.
Pat, I like this guy. I want to see you do a custom of this guy, Pat.
Absolutely.
I want to see it on your table by November 8th. November 6th through 8th.
Can't decide on what con you want to go to. Attend the Pacific Northwest meetup on June 13th in Portland, Oregon. I would love to go to that, man. That would be so much fun, man. I would love that.
When's Recon Rage doing that meetup?
That's it right there.
Is that it right there? Okay, cool.
Yeah, June 13th. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And I think that there's going to be a Horseman presence out there, so that's pretty rad. I have the Valiverse SUV, but I loaded it with Cosmic. There you go.
Spend it how you feel. I agree, Benny.
Yeah.
100%, Benny.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I try not to listen, but like sometimes I hear and I'm like,
yeah, it goes.
I don't know.
This is my first time hearing of this, so it's funny to hear.
Yeah, I try not to. Like I don't usually talk about it on the show. Like, and maybe that's just me putting my head in the sand, but it's like I don't want to like perpetuate it. You know what I mean? Because like when you talk about drama, it just keeps the drama going.
Yeah. That's why I said you gotta kill it with positivity.
Yeah, and I think me and Omar, we're like, we just like toys. We just collect what we like, and we try to rise above and not be part of that.
Look, people are going to attend what they want to attend, and that's their right.
Yeah.
And if they want to go to Legion's Con, go to Legion's Con. If you want to go to Toy Unity, go to Toy Unity. You have a choice. I mean, but I mean, we all are going to go to Legion's Con. We know that. We're all here for Legion's Con. That's what we go to in New Jersey every single year. And I mean, we'll see what happens. But
Hayes says he had that Valiverse SUV, and he said he loaded it with Cosmic Legions, GI Joe Troop.
It's a fun truck.
Those are freaking awesome trucks, and I want to say those were on sale on Big Bad Toy Store a while back.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they were like discounted a while back.
Benny has a bunch of them.
Perfect time to buy these because they're kind of pricey.
Curtis made it into a zombie mobile at the last Legion's Con.
I had two, and I sold one at Muskie Con.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
In the house. What's up, my man?
Hey, Greg. What's up, my dude?
Larry says, I've never been to the West Coast. Would love to go to that. Yeah, it would be fun, man.
Yeah, West Coast
would be fun.
It's been a long time since I've been out that way. I was a teenager.
We show love, not hate. That's right, man. For sure. But yeah, I'm digging this character, and he's moving really good. I'm not. His arms are bending really well.
Man, yeah. When I pulled him out, I was very happy. I didn't have to heat him up. He kind of did
the legs. I'm not going to push too hard, but and I dig these pauldrons. These are the same ones.
Yeah, I was excited that those little, I guess Mike calls them titty pauldrons. They actually do come off.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, that little part does actually come off. with a little bit of, if it pops out.
That's Legion's Lair term right there. Titty pauldrons.
Titties,
Love
titties,
it.
titties,
titties.
That's for Mike.
And I love that he's got plenty of hands.
Yes.
Now, what's this little hook thing for? That's in there.
You know what's funny? I just hooked it onto his belt, but I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't know what it is, to be honest.
Omar, did you use yours?
Yeah, I did the same thing that Brad did. I just hooked it to his belt.
I didn't know if it was like holding some sort of medicine or holding some greenage. Maybe
Trevor.
Maybe it's a little flask.
Change the cup size. I like that.
It does. You know what? I guess I could have asked. See, this is something I always forget. I need to write this shit down so when I see Jeremy or Eric Treadwell,
right, ask them like, "What is that for?" But I've noticed though that they're giving more little trinkets and more little, like if you look at scapular, there's like extra little. So this is that piece.
The cup size.
This is that
piece.
That
see, I have it hanging right there on his side, right there on the belt.
Then I even grabbed this. I think this was out of the weapons pack. That little circle, thing.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. They're just like kind of like little bits and bobs and. Oh, okay. Trevor says
I don't know if it's
sort of around the neck.
I don't know what the hell that is, but yeah, on this side, I just hooked it in there. So
yeah.
He said it could be
it's like just a little bit more, personality to your figure. Little extras in there.
Yeah. It's funny because I'm looking at it and it does seem like there's something right there. I just don't know what it is. Like something's holding that there, but I don't know what they're trying to tell us what this is.
And where did that horn come from? Is that from the dwarf? Set?
Yeah, that's from the dwarf. The weapons pack, I guess. And I think the sword is too. I just threw it in there, so I don't know. I was trying to give him some character with his bear skins that I took from the barbarian.
And this shield is massive.
I stole this from somebody. Somebody sent me a picture of Brodrr with him holding this, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to go get that now.
That figure reminds me of Troy. When the Greeks were coming to the beach and they were doing the horns. He reminds me of Troy.
Yeah.
I can see that for sure.
It's a dog choker for bread. I think it goes
that is
around
a big ass shield.
Well, that's a great. Yeah, that Brodrr figure is so good, man, and you could do so much with it. But
I can see why people are buying.
I have to admit, I have a new obsession.
What is it, man?
Oh,
yeah. See, I have not opened her yet.
I used the gold Hilder fur, and it fits perfect on her.
Yeah, I've got to open her next.
I will take, but let me show you. So, another one. Wait.
Oh man! Now you're talking, buddy.
I went buck at Toylanta, and then I got a female legendary warrior. I went heavy females this con.
So. Nothing wrong with that, buddy.
Yeah. She is awesome though. That figure really is.
She's become one of my favorites.
Now we were talking about it.
Yeah.
About how she's tall. You know? But I kind of like that she's tall.
She's a big girl.
Like I think of like an Amazon woman. Like she's a big barbarian woman. I don't know.
I find it funny because she's bigger than this dude. And
right?
It's like, and he's supposed to be like this huge executioner, and she dwarfs this guy. So it's like, okay, sorry.
I was kind of surprised at her arms, at how like muscular her body is. That it kind of surprised me in a good way, but like I was like, whoa.
The Nive figure, she has the same skin tones as Brodrr.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, what somebody should do is pop and swap Nive with Brodrr, so it gives you an idea what I really look like. Because
I mean, right
I'm
here,
not really
man.
ripped. I'm not really ripped like this guy, but I kind of look more like a Nive skin tones.
Because right here you have Amazons right here, man.
Yeah, Nive
you got your Amazons.
not like that. She's
Yeah.
oh my god, James, it's great.
You put them, compare them to all the 2.0 females, and they're dwarf them, man.
Oh,
They
for
all
sure.
look like Ragna Stormforger compared to them.
Sorry, Terrence. I saw you ask that earlier, and I meant to get back to it.
Um,
I have not done that yet, but I'm going to for sure.
So,
Wait.
Brian asked
What
me to do this at the con, and I completely forgot. Like we were literally about to do it, and
what is this? I have no idea.
So
What this is.
it's called the community event, and
dude, wow.
it's for CarverCon.
July.
Do it
July.
now. Do it now.
Wow.
And so basically, I'm not going to describe it right. There's a graphic for it, but there's you roll the dice, and it's telling you thief, or it's telling you orc, or it's telling you like there's a whole bunch of different choices. So you roll, and then once you have your list of this thing, then you make a custom out of that, and then you bring it to CarverCon and you show it. It's your community. So it's kind of like Build a Swig, but it's like it's random by the roll of the dice. Yeah. So I think Terrence said his was like an orc assassin or something.
So
yeah, 3 rolls.
3 rolls.
Faction, race, and profession.
Do you know what happened at Muskegon? Like Brian asked me this. He goes, "Oh, did you roll your dice yet?" And I said, "No." And we immediately started talking about his dice rolling towers.
Mm-hmm.
And like then we never rolled. And then I think somebody came over to the table to buy something, and then I walked away and totally forgot about actually rolling.
Terrence has some posts about it. And Brian Lynn does too.
So basically, I could just message Brian. He can do it for me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he's got the graphics, so you do it yourself.
Oh,
so
you do it yourself?
Yes, you roll a d20 for species, roll a d20 for profession, and roll a d10 for faction. So yeah, Terrence says he got Xylona Demon Assassin. So then you create a custom based off of your roll, and then you bring it to CarverCon.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna have to do this.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I got an Elven Mercenary Apoxis. See, that's a good one
cool.
Too.
That's pretty cool.
Post is in Nat 20. Yeah, so check out Nat 20. It's in there. Brian had unveiled it, I think, 2 weeks ago, I think. And I'm so damn busy. But I do want
Facebook. That's a Facebook
group. Yeah, Pat, if you can, send an invite to my good buddy Omar. My dog is snoring her ass off right now. Can you hear that?
Noble Bear Vampire Hunter.
That's
crazy, Kirby.
You should do it, Benny. I did my Noble Bear Vampire. Oh, yeah. See, that's a good one, too.
Cool. That's a cool one. Yeah.
Yeah. You can do that for sure.
Noble Bear Vampire Hunter Curve. What the hell? That's pretty sweet.
Definitely.
Benny, do it.
Do it now. Noble Bear Vampire Hunter. Not a vampire hunter. Oh, man. Take the fun out of it. But yeah, I'm digging this dude. I'm glad I got a couple of this guy because I really like this figure. Great tribute too, Brad.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations, man.
Congratulations, definitely.
I love my figure. It's cool. When I was at the con, I still remember it. He was the first figure revealed at G-Con that year.
I remember.
As soon as it came out,
my first.
I looked at it, everyone's screaming, "Oh, Viking!" Everyone's so happy. You know, it was so cool. And I immediately thought back to where Greg got his. Big Greg got his the year before.
Upcheck.
Yeah, and part of his last name is in his figure, or a little piece of his name is in there.
I love his figure too. I think his figure is phenomenal.
And he was sitting up on stage, so when he looks over, he sees some of his name before the figure popped up, and he's kind of thinking, "What the hell?" Well, when Brodrr came up, I thought, well, if you take away the O and put an A, it says Brodrr. You know, like I don't know, that was like the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, that's kind of cool, you know. And then I don't know, like an hour later, we were asked to come up, and then that's when Mike got his figure. And then they said, oh yeah, and earlier, remember, we did Brodrr, and Brodrr means Brad in Norse and Viking tongue, and I'm like, oh god. And it kind of hit me right there, like, wow, like the figure that I thought was cool and thought could be technically my name if you swap the O and the A, ended up being a figure. So that is
Big G says in my head, he's like, wait, what's happening?
What?
Yeah, that was
We're
awesome.
talking about you, G. It was funny because I got that when G got his when Greg got his tribute figure that year. That was a Necronominus wave. That was the year I got to go to Greg's house to see Greg's room and all his figures, which was like an honor.
Hell yeah.
And when we got there, I remember Greg, we were smoking, obviously. And
obviously
Greg put on the YouTube of him getting his tribute figure, and I just thought that was so cool. And I remember thinking, man, that would be so cool if I ever got a tribute figure that I could actually go back and watch it on YouTube. So
hell yeah,
that was awesome. A good
moment.
Poxus
was a great wave too, man.
Oh yeah,
Poxus, Necronominus.
Poxus wasn't even my
just
jam,
great wave after great wave. I mean, damn.
That's what had come out when I first started collecting Mythic Legions was Poxus.
It was Poxus. Yeah, see, I was at that G-Con. I remember seeing Poxus at a G-Con, and it's so weird to see it at my first intern, my first G-Con. And then it's weird seeing 2 years later than those figures come out. You know, it's just like,
yeah.
It's like, I remember being like, this is what started this. It was like these figures.
It's surreal.
Part of my journey in this community,
right? It's surreal to see that stuff on the table. Finally, it's like, man, I remember when this stuff was, you know, on pre-order at G-Con or whatever, and then you finally see it like on the table. You know, it's like, man, it's a great to see. So I'm gonna do this for my boy Terrence. He said bring it up again, so I'm gonna bring it up again before we call it a night. Everything is unlocked. Everything.
It's a smorgasbord, Greg.
It's a smorgasbord.
It's a smorgasbord.
So go to.
It's like a buffet.
It's like a buffet. It's a buffet. So yes, go to Kickstarter. Add that goblin. It's a cool piece. Here it is right here. It's got all the bells and whistles, all the good stuff.
I like that new yellow skull effect.
That is sweet, yeah. It is
the one that
well
comes
curated.
With, I think it's the one that comes with Thrace. It looks like it.
I think so, yeah. Benny says, I'm trying to send Omar an invite, but I can't find your name.
For what?
I'm not sure.
Is that for the
someone say buffet. It's like a buffet.
It's a buffet.
One of the best lines, man. But order some goblins, guys. It has been unlocked. The 1.5. Check it out. Get your pledges in Sunday. I'm guessing midnight. I don't know. Or Saturday. Saturday. Or Sunday. It's the 4th.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. The 4th is the last day. Yep. That's when the marathon is kicking off too. It is the end.
I don't know if it's midnight. I thought it was earlier.
I don't know. Honestly, I do not know.
I think
somebody's going to know in the chat.
I want to say it was maybe 9 o'clock. I don't.
Okay. Yeah, because Jeremy likes his. He's got to get tucked in and go to
sleep. Well, they're going to have an after party anyway. So
yeah, that's true. That is true.
So they're.
Let me get back. Let me get that schedule back.
I don't see them going to bed anytime soon.
Let's see here. Let me find that schedule. Okay.
Terrence, how many of those Goblin Paladins are you going to get?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you got to get Brett numbers, Terrence.
Yeah, Saturday at 9.
9 p.m. Saturday.
That's what I thought. 9. Yeah. 9.
Okay, that's what
they're getting higher in the goal.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, it'll hit 1.5 million.
Yeah, because it's at like 1.12.
I honestly think it's going to hit 1.5 million by Friday.
165,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost 1.2. Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
I
we're
think it'll
almost
hit
1.2.
1.5 million by Friday.
I just don't. I don't think it's going to make it to 2 though. I think
2,
it'll hit 1.5.
You
2
never
will be
know.
pretty tough.
I mean, I would love for it to. I don't know.
I think
I don't know,
most
man.
of the people that are going to back the Kickstarter have backed the Kickstarter. We're still going to get a good portion of it. I still
Yeah.
think you're going to get 300 easily, 350,000 easily. So we'll hit 1.5 million, 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some excuses here from Terrence. I'm seeing excuses right now.
Yeah, no, that is unacceptable, Terrence.
Yeah, he's spread thin. Shut your mouth. We're going all the
Like
way.
I'm
I mean,
like
we already
like
went
I,
all the way.
like
90,000 was,
like I'm going to tell you right now, my room's going to be full of blue people because I'm going to get those shadow elves like there's no tomorrow. That's what I'm going to load up on. That and skeletons.
What comes with 3 heads? You may need 3.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I have 3 already pledged.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
thinking about getting more now. So it's
Gotcha.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got a lot of the skeletons too because I want to make. I mean, I Legion built skeletons. I have skeletons everywhere here. So
get the core book too, the $40 core book.
I
Yeah,
got
I
that.
need to get that.
I got the core book.
Terrence, no
But I
excuses.
didn't go
about
in on
2,000.
like all the dice, and I didn't do the little stands, and
I
didn't do all
almost
that
got the
stuff.
dice because I know
I
the
didn't do any
dice
of
are
that.
exclusive, but I'm like, I would rather get a figure because I think the dice are like 25.
Well, with what I got, you get the regular dice that come with it, and then
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm fine with that. I don't need the exclusive dice or any other stuff, so I'm good with what I got.
I do the show. I hype people up, and then they come on after I already talked them up, and then they're like, "You could go back to the last screen."
Stuff about you, Brian.
I mean,
Brian, he
come
was
on, man.
hyping you up earlier in the show, man.
Man, you guys are killing me, man. You guys got to tune in when the show starts. Come on, man. I'm trying to hype you up, trying to sell your stuff for you.
Hell yeah.
Not getting a commission over here or nothing.
Yeah, Brian, why didn't you tell me your towers were only $25? I bought them.
And roll your community project characters. We got my boy Stefan here. Just getting ready to wrap up the show, Stefan. Thank you for hopping on. We appreciate you. But yeah, man, a lot of good stuff coming, man. I know I'm not prepared. I need a bicycle route, a paper route.
Greg, they don't have those anymore, brother.
No, they don't do that no more.
They don't do that anymore, brother. You don't see little kids. You don't see people running around throwing newspapers at.
People buy the paper. You used to see people delivering it. I don't even see nobody delivering it.
5 o'clock in the morning, you'd see
Did
the kids throwing the paper. It's funny because in small neighborhoods that are like 55 and over communities, like my in-laws, they still have a paper route where the kid comes and he throws the news. Because my father-in-law waits for the newspaper to be delivered, and he walks out there and he grabs it.
Yeah, the Akron Beacon Journal. I think people still get it, but
Brad, I'm with you, man. I ordered a couple of. I think I'm getting 3 total of the wizard druid, their sorcerer druid. Yeah, I'm digging her, and the cleric are and the fighter dwarf. I've got probably 3 of each of those. So I'm happy with that, man.
Yeah, the barbarian guy for me looks awesome. I love the barbarian kit that goes with the dwarf. That barbarian helmet with the horns on it. Looks with the purple pants.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Brad, thank you so much for being on with us, man. That was cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun.
You.
Yeah,
I just want to say I met Brad Johnson at Toylanta, so I just want to say good to meet you, man. Yeah.
I don't know if I've met Brad Johnson.
Brad was there at Toylanta.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking at the Horseman table.
Nice.
2 Brads don't make a right. No,
that's right. Didn't make it to Toyland. I wonder why they didn't bring him. Maybe it was like a last minute thing or something.
Yeah, it probably was a last minute thing. I didn't see. I didn't see him there.
It's a bummer, man.
But I saw.
Anyways,
I saw that elf.
That's your guy right there,
that's
man.
My guy, man.
So how many are you getting of him?
I got 3 so far.
Yeah. I'm happy with 3.
Now, maybe when retail comes, or if
Him, I
Klarna,
just got one of him.
or if Klarna is not, it's real and it's not fake news, then yeah, then I may get more. We'll see.
Yes, Terrence, Omar did bring up the coolest table in Atlanta. You can
Yes,
mention it here, but
yes,
Omar did.
I'll tell you what, Terrence's table was cool, man. He had the shade, he had everything going. He was in his outfit. He had the Fifth Son figures and the Corsair figures, everything, stickers all over the place. Him and Gina were just chilling.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
right across
Terrence,
from the Horseman.
Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Start of the show is 9:30.
While you're
Okay?
bartending, tune in.
Excuses. Yeah.
fill up my
Turn
drink.
the TV on. That's right.
That's right.
Fill it up.
Fill it up, man.
All right, guys. Me and Omar, we got to wake up early, man. We got to hit
right.
the streets, man. We got to make this money. Thank you so much, Brad. Really appreciate you for being here. Thank you, people in the chat. Thank you so much. Great figure, man. Loving this Brodrr. Congrats on the tribute figure.
Yes,
You
sir.
deserve it.
Thank you.
Terrence says I'm better at 9 p.m. But are you really? Are you really? I don't know. I don't know about that. Anyways, thank you guys so much, man. And we will see you next week with a new guest or guests. And have a good one, man. Thank you guys. Have a good night,
guys.
See ya. Peace.
Peace.